The foxes began to starve. That evening, 3 tents were put up in the courtyard on the hill, one for Bugs, one for Buns, and one for Bean. The tents surrounded Mr. Fox's hole, and the 3 farmers sat outside their tents, eating their supper. Bugs had 3 boiled chickens, some in dumplings. Buns had 6 dog carts filled with deciding goats, liver paste, and Bean had 2 gallons of kinder. All 3 of them keep their guns beside them. Bugs picked up a steaming chicken and held it close to the fox's hole. "Can you smell this, Mr. Fox?" he shouted. "Lovely tender chicken. Why don't you come up and get it?" The rich set of chickens wolfed them down the tunnel to where the foxes were crouching. "Oh, that's," said one of the small foxes. "Couldn't we just sneak up and snatch it out of his hand?" "Don't you dare," said Mrs. Fox. "That's just what they want you to do." "But we're so hungry," they cried. "How long will it be till we get something to eat?" Their mother didn't answer them, nor did their father. There was no answer to give. As the darkness fell, Buns and Beans switched on the powerful headlamps of the 2 tractors and shone them onto the hole. "Now," said Bean, "we'll take it in turn to keep watch. One watch where to sleep." And so on all through the night. Bugs said, "What if the fox digs a hole right through the hill and comes out on the other side? You didn't think of that one, did you?" "Of course I did," said Bean, pretending he had got on them till us the answer, said Bugs. Bean picked something small and black out of his ear and flicked it away. "How many men have you got working on for farm?" he asked. 35, Bugs said. "I've got 36, Buns said. "And I have 37, Bean said. "That makes 108 men. Order. We must order them to surround the hill. Each man will have a gun and a flashlight. There will be no escape them for Mr. Fox." So the others went down to the farms, and that night 108 men formed a tiny around the bottom of the hill. They were armed with sticks and guns and hatchets and pistols and all sorts of other horrible weapons. This made it impossible for a fox, or indeed for any other animal, to escape from the hill. The next day, the watching and waiting went on. Bugs and Buns and Beans set open small stores at the fox's hole. They didn't talk much. They just sat there with hair guns on their laps. Every so often, Mr. Fox would clap little close towards the mouth of the tunnel and take a sniff. Then he would climb back again and say, "There's there. Are you pretty sure Mrs. Fox will ask?" "Possible," said Mr. Fox. "I can smell the man being a mile away." He stick.